Hey, we're live. Okay, so here's the thing. This video has been processing forever. I've tried to get episode 8 up for so long now, and it just won't process. So we're going to have to go old school. We're going to do it live, I guess. So I'm going to play the episode live for you. Don't worry, the episode will be available for you to watch again on the full episode tab whenever it decides to process, okay? In the meantime, enjoy episode 8 of Nightcap with Nightcat. I'm glad we got to talk to each other live, though. This is kind of fun, right? All right, hey, enjoy the episode. Bye. Hey, let's party! I know it has been a bit of a rough week for a lot of us, but no matter what has happened, there's a lot to celebrate, including 1,000 subscribers! 1K someday happened this weekend because of you. I cannot thank you enough. And I thought we'd kick off the show by celebrating with a little bit of a smash. So I came on down to Smash at Rage Rooms. Let's get out some aggression and let's take it out on some junk. Welcome to Nightcat! Hello and welcome to another episode of Nightcap with Nightcat, the kitsch-minded show where we talk about toys, boys, and life's other joys. I am your host, Jackson Carter, aka Nightcat. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to Smash at Rage Rooms for letting me go over there and take out some of my aggression. We're partying, folks, hence the hat. We are partying so hard because we hit 1,000 subscribers. This is our first episode since we hit 1,000 subscribers. And I just want to thank you so much for helping us get there. It has been a rough week. It has been a really rough weekend. And your support has meant so very much to me. Thank you, thank you. And speaking of support, before we get into the show, I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers. I kicked off a Patreon last week and it was hopping all weekend. Patreon, if you don't know, is a service where you can support your favorite artists. So you pledge a monthly amount. I have 2 tiers, $3 and $5. If you have it in you to donate, that would be great. I've already been able to make some insane upgrades to the setup, hence the new microphone, which is gorgeous. I'm so in love with this microphone. We got a brand new camera, and I have got the most incredible lighting kit coming on Friday. I couldn't have done this without my Patreon subscribers. And one of the things you get when you become a patron of Nightcap with Nightcat, you get a shout out. So I couldn't get my printer to work today, by the way. That's why I don't have cute talk cards. But did you know that you can fit almost a whole beer into a mug? Isn't that interesting? Not that I have beer in this mug, but you could. You could is what I'm saying. So because I couldn't win that fight with that printer, I'm going to read some stuff off of the screen here. If I'm looking over here a lot, I'm really sorry. I really like to make eye contact while we do this, but you know. I want to thank a couple in particular who went above and beyond and pledged a little bit more than what I was asking. That would be Kathy and Darian. Thank you for your support. Again, I wouldn't be able to get all this really fancy new stuff if it weren't for you. And also, it's been scary not having a paycheck, so this has been a really huge help. So Kathy and Darian, thank you so very, very much. And then I'd also like to send a shout out to Alicia Walters. Hi, Alicia. Alyssa McKay and Allie Smith, who all became Nightcat patrons. You could join the ranks. You could be just like all of our friends in the Patreon patron community, which, by the way, helps a lot with planning the show. I have been picking their brains for like 3 days now, asking. It's like the mother brain. They tell me what they want. I ask their opinion on things, and they are very, very honest, which I appreciate. Join Patreon. You can find the link for that down in the description of this video. Look for the link tree. That'll have not just the link to the Patreon, but to all the other stuff that I am up to as well. All right, business is done. Let's keep the party going. Let's get into the litter box. Ew, what stinks in here? the part of the show where I go through the stupid news and the pop culture gossip so that you don't have to. I go sifting through the trash and bring you back the best stuff. It's like when penguins give each other a cute rock. That's because I'm trying to show you how much I appreciate you. And we're gonna get started here with Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff, if you don't remember, around this time last year, she went viral because she posted a video on her Instagram of a paparazzi taking pictures of her kids at a soccer game. Now, she said, please don't take pictures of my children. And he goes, I'm just a citizen out here practicing my photography. That was his argument, is that he was out practicing his photography. And I just feel like if it's not already illegal to practice your photography on children, it really, really ought to be. So Hilary Duff went on this whole big tirade, and I'm on her side entirely. Don't take pictures of people who don't want you taking pictures of them. He is now suing her for defamation, and I'm just like, bro, all she said was, this guy's taking pictures of my kids, which you were. That's not defamation. That's just a statement of fact. Like if I say the sky is blue, or Lady Gaga might actually be a god. I'm not sure if that's true, but I feel confident enough saying it. So it must be true. Thank you so much. That's how my opinion influences the world. An Ohio bomb squad was recently called to investigate a mysterious package left outside a church. So in the early morning, the church people got there. They saw this bag right on their front door. Now, in light of recent attacks on places of worship, like the shooting in Charleston, in which 9 African Americans were killed at the historically black church, I think that one was back in 2000, and I didn't write it down, so, you know, there's that. Or there's also very recently the Pittsburgh synagogue that was shot up in an anti-Semitic shooting, leaving 11 people dead. So you can imagine that finding a mysterious package out in front of a church these days is a bit scary. Bomb squad arrived. When they got there, though, there was not ticking inside. In fact, there was purring. It was a mama cat and her 6 babies. The babies were less than a day old, and they were left with a note that said the babies were born at exactly this time on exactly this day. It would be so easy to sit here and villainize the person who did this, because obviously they just put their cat and put it in a bag and left it outside, especially in the cold that this country's facing right now. But here's the reality. I know that a lot of people are struggling. A lot of us are struggling to get by, especially financially. And sometimes you get evicted and you can't take your pet with you. Sometimes your pet just becomes a little too much for you to be able to feed. And that sucks. So instead of meeting that person with anger or disgust or anything like that, I'm just saying, I understand it. But next time, just so we're all aware, there are lots of services that can help you. Your local animal rescues, your local animal shelters might not be able to do anything themselves, but they know where you can go. There might be a pet food pantry in your area, so just reach out to those local places if you're struggling. Let's try to keep as many pets in their home as possible during this disaster. 3 people in South Africa, including an ex-cop, were recently sentenced to 16 years in prison for a stupid Breaking Bad, like the dumbest Breaking Bad possible. They kidnapped a chemistry student on his way home from university and then took him to a drug manufacturing plant where they were going to try to make him make drugs. This is back in 2016. Now, he got out pretty quickly and he ran to the cops, let them know what happened. The cops served a search and seizure, obviously found a drug manufacturing plant, and arrested the 3 goons who were up to it. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, this is like Breaking Bad, but it's so stupid. Because at least in Breaking Bad, the hillbillies kept Jesse locked up in that pit for months. You couldn't keep a nerd locked up for what? You're an ex-cop. That guy's a chemistry student. You couldn't keep a nerd locked up for a day? Who are you serving and protecting, my friend? And finally, the winter situation in Texas has gotten really, really bad. 4.3 million homes went without water and power, some of them still struggling with power insecurity. It has been really bad. In fact, 58 people have died since those winter storms hit Texas. Now, let's enter the conspiracy wackos here, okay? Because if there's anything on the internet, you can make a conspiracy about it. People have been taking to TikTok to talk about how they think the deep state planned this winter and that all of the snow is fake. One TikToker even said, "Thank you, Bill Gates, for trying to effing trick us into thinking that this is real snow." So what's their evidence as to how this is fake snow? Well, one TikToker took a handful of snow, held a lighter to it, and she's like, "Look, it don't melt. No dripping or nothing. It don't melt. Snow melts." Okay. Now, I can see how that's almost a convincing argument if you're stupid. Like, if you're stupid, I can see why that would be so eye-opening. But let me show you something. This is very real snow, okay? I went outside, I collected it myself today. I am from Utah. We are world famous for our snow. We had the 2002 Olympics here, and all of our license plates say greatest snow on earth. This doesn't get more real than this. I harvested it myself. Now, I also went and grabbed myself a lighter. I'm gonna light it too. Look at this. I don't even mind holding it over my fancy new microphone because she's right. It won't drip. And you know why it won't drip? It won't drip because the snow around it absorbs the water as it melts. If you held this over an extended flame for a long time, it would all eventually melt. But all you've done is create a slush ball. See how science works? Isn't it insane how we can just prove that you're wrong that quickly? Ugh. These people. Now, watching Texans trying to figure out snow for the first time is excellent proof that you can make a conspiracy out of anything. Because if you don't understand how anything works, you just make stuff up. "Oh, I've never seen snow before. It must be Bill Gates." Watch, I'll do it. How about this? Britney Spears is an alien. She came down here as a fully formed pop star with a weak Louisiana background, and we're just supposed to believe she didn't hatch from an egg? She's perfect. She might actually be too good to be human, if you want my honest opinion on the entire situation. And the reason her judge won't release the conservatorship is because her dad says, "Hey, I know she's an alien, but she is really good for the world. I'll keep her in check if you just let me have her. Don't send her to Area 51, because they wanted to send her to Area 51 when they found out she was an alien. And that's why she has the conservatorship that she can't get out of, because if she were to have her own power and her own rights, she'd be too powerful of an alien. We'd have to call in Will Smith. Do you see how that sounds? Oh, also, her dad is Bill Gates. Do you see how that sounds? That's how conspiracies happen, because nobody is educated. So next time something seems a little bit wrong, next time someone tries to convince you that Bill Gates is snowing on your house, just remember to do a little bit of Googling before you go sharing anything. That is the LITTERBOX. All right, let's do something a little more fun now. Let's play with some toys in A Sunken Treasure. Sunken Treasure is the part of the show where we dig through my toy collection and we play with something awesome! This week, we're gonna go back to playing with Barbies. If you missed me playing with the gay Ken Barbie, you're missing out on your entire life because it is hilarious. You can find that in the Sunken Treasure playlist right here on the Nightcap with Nightcat channel. But today, we are not playing with a Ken, we are playing with a Kelly. This is Potty Training Kelly. 1996 was when she was released, only 3 years after Gay Ken. So 90s Barbie was really trying some weird stuff. It's number 16066. Now here's the thing. She comes with the most gorgeous toilet. And she's got this like, here, I'll just start taking her out here. I can't completely unbox her because this isn't actually my I can't completely unbox her because this actually isn't my toy, it's my roommate's. She's also a huge toy collector, Veronica. She collects these Sailor Moon toys. If you think this is impressive, what's going on behind me, her collection is bananas. Actually bananas. We'll go through it one day. But this is Veronica's Potty Training Kelly. We got Barbies for Christmas because we're 30 and that's fine. So she comes with obviously a Kelly, and she has this like heart-shaped button on her belly. I don't know if that feels weird. I'm just gonna leave her clothes where they are. But she comes with a heart-shaped button on her belly. So she'll drink out of this bottle, you fill her up, you put her over the toilet here, and then you squeeze the button, and then she starts peeing. So you literally make her pee, and you know, maybe it's a way to make potty training fun, but mostly it's just hilarious. I always thought the Kelly dolls were way better than the Barbies, except for the Britney Spears Barbie with the stage and the sound effects. That was the best Barbie. But I'll tell you one thing. I did not like these peeing and pooping toys when I was a kid because my sister used to leave just like the food in them and it would get all crusty and gross, and those babies started to smell like they were rotting from the inside. They were zombie babies is what they were. Anyway, she goes along with all of the banned and controversial toys because I don't know that she was ever banned. I can't think she would be, but it's still very silly. And in the spirit of silly, I have to show you also the Barbie toy that I got Veronica for her birthday recently. Kelly had all of these friends called the Kelly Club. They were just teeny tiny little dolls, and they came in all sorts of professions. You had like a lion tamer and all sorts of different stuff of these little kids doing little pretend jobs. I found the best one thrift shopping the other day. I'd like to introduce you to Biker Baby Belinda. She's got this really incredible do-rag here. Let's see if I can get her out of the package. I don't even know that we've tried to get her out of the package yet. She's incredible. Now let me read you the bio here on the back. Her nickname is Wild Child. Her favorite animal is the cheetah. She loves popping wheelies, and her About Me says, "There's nothing like the open road, just me, my thoughts, and the wind in my hair." I'm like, girl, you are like 4 years old. Who's letting you just ride around on a motorcycle by yourself? That does not seem safe or reasonable in the slightest. Anyway, if you ever see any crazy Barbies at the thrift store or at the store, anything that's just a little offbeat, perhaps kitschy, that's my favorite word now. If you find a kitschy Barbie at the thrift store or anywhere else, take a picture and tag me in it because I always want to see. And that is Sunken Treasure. Let's relive some traumatic stuff from my past. Let's talk about some Nightcat Classic Tales. Welcome to Nightcat Classic Tales. This is the part of the show where I share a personal story with you for your amusement. And let's get started by talking about how there was a time in my life where I dated a rich kid, and I am a poor kid. I grew up poor, so this was really new for me. I wasn't used to the way that they handled things. And one time, I remember very specifically when this was no more evident than this. We were walking one day, and we were walking in the park. We got to this part of the park that is a little scary, let's say. And I was like, yeah, I don't get caught walking around here after dark. And he says, oh, well, that's why I keep my decoy. And I was like, your decoy what? And he says, oh, I keep a $100 bill in a separate money clip on me at all times. That way, if I'm ever getting mugged, I can throw the money clip one way and I can run the other. His plan was literally to throw money at the problem. Now, there are times in my life where, quite frankly, if I lost $100, getting shot would be the better option. I would rather get shot than lose $100 because life is expensive and I don't have a lot of money, unlike some people who can just throw it and run. And then I started to realize, like, when I was a kid, $100 was unimaginable wealth. If I got a grandma birthday check and $100 fell out, I'd start screaming like I invested in GameStop in November, okay? That's how much money $100 was to me. Now I feel like everywhere I go, someone wants $100. Oh, you want groceries? That'll be $100. Oh, you want TV and movies? The one thing that gives you non-chemically induced serotonin? Hey, that's gonna be $100, please. Oh, you want to light and heat your home? Okay, bougie, me, that'll be $100. Like, damn, guys, I only get 10 of these every other week. Leave me alone. My financial situation is a joke. I watch my bank account on my mobile app like it's a game. Like it's so far removed from me. I watch it like it's entertainment because I'll get paid and then the important stuff gets paid. You know, the rent, the car payment, put gas, groceries, all that, it gets paid first. And then whatever's left over is already spoken for by an endless list of bill collectors. So I just sit back and I watch to see who gets paid this month. It is really fun. Honestly, we should put some money on it. I just sit there, I watch these billionaires come by and they all swoop and they take it until there's nothing left in my account. And then I see these little billionaire piggies who weren't fast enough. The early bird did not catch the worm, and they come up like, "No, do you have anything left for me? I'm hungry." And I have to be like, "No, get out of here. Get out of here, rich guy. There's nothing left in my account. I don't have anything for you. Leave. You're not getting anything here." Like, I have to airbud these little billionaire piggies. Like, "Get out of here, you stupid dog. Can't you see that nobody loves you anymore?" Putting all that aside, though, and going back to the original point of the story, where I was told that my boyfriend at the time carried a decoy hundo on him at all times, I just feel like the same thing could be accomplished with a 20. You put a 20 and a couple ones in there, nobody knows that that's not a ton of money. You show that, you throw it, you run away. I'm just saying, rich people have no idea what anything costs. You can get away from a mugger for less than $100. And that, my friends, is why we need to get millionaires out of Congress, because they're spending our money and they don't know what they're doing with it. I'll tell you what, that is Nightcat Classic Tales. Let's tuck you little night kittens into bed with some warm milk. Warm milk, some funnies or good news to help you get to sleep. Tonight, I want to share with you one of my most favorite memories from working on the radio. And I know that it's been really hard given everything that's happened, but I choose to focus on the really fun stuff, the really good stuff that happened while I was there. And so, in that vein, I am going to share with you the time that I did karaoke to Joe Exotic's I Saw a Tiger dressed as Joe Exotic. Please enjoy. There is one country song that I'm a big fan of, and that is Joe Exotic's I Saw a Tiger.
Without further ado,
I can't
Here we
wait.
go, yeah.
Jackson's song.
Ooh, feel it. Tell all the hunters, lay down their guns. Tell them that the tiger needs a little bit of love.
Yeah.
Let them run the jungle.
Yeah.
Let them roam their land. Then stand back and marvel. Woo! What a beautiful cat. 'Cause I saw a tiger. Now I understand. I saw a tiger.
Oh, here it comes.
What? A tiger saw a man. And that's our show. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe how quickly we got 1,000 subscribers. Real quick before you go, I just want to make a couple of announcements. Number one, the Patreon. We already talked about it. Go become a patron. It really, really would help. Only $3 or $5 a month. Okay, but here's the thing. I am still looking for a job, which means I haven't been waking up on time in the morning and it feels really weird. So starting Monday, I'm kicking off something very special. We're going to be doing something called the Nightcat Morning Announcements. And every day I'm going to go live on YouTube at 7 a.m. and we're going to do a live little show, talk about the headlines from the day, the quick pop culture hits. Maybe we'll do a craft. I don't know. But then I'm going to upload that audio onto a podcast called Nightcat Radio. Nightcat Radio is coming, baby. We're going to do so much podcasting. So I'm going to get you the morning announcements very soon coming to Nightcat Radio. On Nightcat Radio right now, though, we talked on my live video about doing a true crime podcast. I used to host one called Saturday Morning Serial. I'm updating it a little bit. It is now called Curiosity Killed Nightcat, and you can find old Saturday Morning Serial episodes right now on Nightcat Radio. Curiosity Killed Nightcat comes out in March, but for now, you can listen to the old stuff, and you'll be listening to the morning announcements here very, very soon. So go subscribe to Nightcat Radio. I don't know if it's on the Apple Store quite yet. They take a little bit longer to publish stuff, but I know that it is on Spotify right now. So go check that out. It is in the link tree. All of our links to everything are down in the description of this video. I can't believe it's already time to say goodbye again. See you Monday morning, guys. I'm so excited. See you Monday. Hey. Okay, hold on just like 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. My heater popped on. So if that's like a whole loudness thing, I'm sorry. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm so glad to have been there for you. Here's what I'm up to these days. I am currently working on a Golden Girls cross stitch. I got a whole book and kit from the Barnes & Noble, so I've been Golden Girls cross-stitching. So who was it that said, Thrifty Princess wants me to do a craft. Good news, Thrifty Princess, you beautiful angel. I am doing a craft. This is the Blanche quote, "Eat dirt and die, trash." I'm really, really excited to finish this. So I've been working on that for a little while. Hey, somebody asked where I go thrifting. I go thrifting all over the place. I'll tell you some of the best places to go thrifting, though. Just, you can't go and snipe all my good stuff because literally thrifting is the only thing that brings me any joy anymore. And if you go steal all the good stuff, I will start burning buildings to the ground. I'll burn this whole city to the ground. Mark my words. Savers and Draper, the best thrift store. They always have really, really good stuff. And the DI on 45th South, also really excellent. And then if you have not been to the Antique Mall, which is on, I think, West Temple and like 9th South, it is incredible. Basically, all these people who like go thrifting and yard selling and stuff and find the really good stuff, they create these little booths inside the Antique Mall, and they sell the craziest, funnest stuff. Plus, I always talk about the Shop Goodwill. The shopgoodwill.com is a top-notch organization. I have been getting a lot of stuff from them lately because the Harry Potter stuff is always cheap. But if you start outbidding me for it, I will find you and I will take your children. I will do whatever it takes. Don't take my deals away. I need this. All right, let's see. Who else? What else is going on around here? Hey, if you wouldn't mind going and just clicking that little like button on the bottom of the screen there, liking the video really helps bump it up the algorithm so that people start seeing it. That would be fantastic. Okay, so the camera quality. By the way, again, I don't know why the video took so long to process. Probably because it is much higher quality video now. I got a brand new camera. And I got a new camera because of our patrons on Patreon. It has been a night and day difference. I'm so excited to play with more settings and play around with it. I also got a brand new microphone. This is the Yeti Blue. And I put a little cute sticker on it, which is great. And I also got the Adobe Creative Cloud, the entire cloud. One of my my good uncle, actually, Adam, Uncle Adam hooked me up. He works over at the Adobe, so he got me a killer discount. So I'm going to be able to do all sorts of animating and graphics, and I'm really teaching myself how to do all sorts of fun stuff for you. So don't worry, it's going to be a real good time. Oh, and the lighting kit. Lindy talked about the lighting kit. The lighting kit is literally like a Sears Portrait Studio lighting kit. I wish I had a picture to pull up right now for you. It is so cool though, and it was so on sale. And again, you know how much I love a bargain. I'm willing to commit crimes in order to get a bargain. Christy is here participating. Hi, Christy. Christy is the mother of my godson, Beckett, who I'm hoping to have on the show at some point as Night Kitten. And I think she also asked for a shout out in the as in a text. So, hello, Christy. Here's your shout out. Jess, fine. I guess I'll give you a shout out too since I'm shouting out Christy. Jess begs for one every week. Here's your shout out, buddy. I did nightcatify my microphone. Thank you, Katie. Let's see. I will okay. How much do I want to talk about right now? Okay, this stays between us, and only the people who watch YouTube get to hear it. Okay, don't tell anyone. because I also told my Patreons, but the patrons all know about it. Hi, Doodle. Oh my goodness. Is this a doggo? Oh, and he's gone. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm working on a line of merch right now, and I'm working on a few different things here. I think I can actually, let me quickly add some stuff. This is going to take just a second, but, yes. So there is a company that will print on demand. So I'm uploading a bunch of different designs, and then there's a separate company that I can create a store on, and I have been playing around with it. It's not quite ready yet, and I wasn't going to tell anyone yet, but there are people talking about t-shirts in here. So let me just, I'm sorry, let me try to find these. I wasn't prepared for this. So let's see here. I've got merch. Okay, so for example, here's a hoodie that I think is really beautiful. I haven't gotten any samples of anything yet. They're on their way. I got a sample of a couple of things. And okay, I guess I'll show you the best one so far. Okay, let me just open this. Okay, so I love these so much, and currently they're gonna take a while to get here because the manufacturer in China is having shipping delays, but they are Nightcat underoos. So on the back, you're double catted up on each cheek. There's a nightcat, there's a nightcat. You're all cheeked up with your nightcat, right? But on the front, on the legs, I don't have a picture of the front right now. They say kitsch-minded. So it's kitsch-minded on the front, nightcat double cheek on the back. I really love them so much. So for anyone asking, it's coming. Don't tell anyone yet. All right. Let's see. Is there another one that I want to? I don't know. Again, I don't know what anything in the final project is gonna look like yet. So it's still in the really early designing. But again, don't tell anyone. Don't go posting this anywhere yet. Oh, this is the one I'm most excited about, I think. This is the kitsch-minded mug. He's so cute. So there we've got a cute little kitsch-minded mug with a little nightcat on it. I've got a few different mug designs in mind right now. So, yes. T-shirts, night kitten, night cat t-shirts, all that sort of stuff, that's on the way. But keep it on the low. Okay, yes, I blocked all those out. Okay, let's see here. Who else? What we got in here? Oh, hi, Lindy's wife, Danielle. Hi. Hello, dear. I only ever hear you referred to as my wife, so I didn't know that you were actually, you know what's so funny? I've seen you like on social media before. I didn't know you were Lindy's wife. So hello, it's nice to finally make that connection. And God, Lindy, we need to hang out because it's been too long apparently. All right. Well, hey, I am going to continue working on my cross stitch. I think there's some 90 Day Fiancé that I haven't watched yet, so I'm going to go do that. Check out Nightcat Radio. It's going to be awesome. I already have some of the Saturday morning serials on there. Curiosity Killed Nightcat is coming in March sometime. TBD. I don't know yet. This has been a lot to put together in like 5 days, so bear with me. But there's a lot of really exciting stuff coming. I'm working on a lot behind the scenes that obviously I'm bad at keeping secrets. I just showed you half my merch line because I'm stupid. But there's so much that I'm working on. I'm so excited and I can't wait to show you everything. Until next week, or actually until Monday when we do morning announcements. I'll see you Monday, 7 a.m. morning announcements. Bye. Bye, everybody. I see you in the chat. Bye. Okay, hold on. Stop. Okay. I'm nailing this, huh?